Good morning, everyone, or good evening, wherever you are. Welcome again to Breathe Yoga. My name is Autumn, and today we're doing a fan request to do a chakra class. So we can get started. It's a chill class, so we're going to get started on our mat. I'm going to sit up. I'm just going to stay as I am, but you can lay down flat onto your mat or your carpet or a blanket. Get comfortable, get a pillow if you'd like under your head or under your legs, anything that helps you to feel comfortable and to just relax. So maybe as you relax down, you can close your eyes if that feels good. Relax down from the crown of your head, down through your face, your neck and your shoulders, easing down through your arms and hands, relaxing from your chest, your belly, your hips, all the way down to your legs, your heels, your toes. And as we start our practice today, with your eyes closed, see if you can start to become a little bit more mindfully aware of where you are. Start noticing different sounds that you can hear. Maybe in the space that you're in, maybe on the video, maybe outside of the space that you're in. Taking all that into account, maybe hearing or feeling your breath within you. Noticing how that breath moves your chest, moves your belly, expands your ribs, and relaxes it back down. If you can hear your breath, see if you can make your breath quieter, softer, coming from down deep in the belly, taking on that natural rhythm that we take in the middle of a deep sleep. Feeling the temperature on your skin wherever you are, maybe feeling any breeze if you're outside. Just allowing yourself to come into the space and to find your own sense of peace. And so today we're going to be focusing on the different chakras. Maybe you've heard of them, maybe you haven't. If you have, this is just going to be a nice review. And then we're going to find a way to see if we can start balancing our chakras or just drawing attention to those areas of our life. So what are chakras? Chakra is the Sanskrit word for circle. And so in yoga, there's the belief that there are different circles or spheres of energy that are moving, constantly moving. And some of these, there's a perfect balance within everyone. And sometimes your sphere is moving too quickly, sometimes it's moving too slowly. And there's no right or wrong. It's not like, oh, how can I get all my spheres to move? It's just more of an awareness when things are off, so that you know to bring attention to that area. So we're going to start off with our root chakra, which is located at the tailbone, at the base of our spine. And it's represented by a really deep, dark red, almost the color of blood within your veins, or the color of dark, wet soil, earth. Imagine the roots of a tree. And so that's what is represented by our root chakra. And when it's in balance, it's representing, or it's helping us to feel grounded, to feel centered, to feel rooted. It's the chakra that represents basic human needs and survival. And so if it's spinning too quickly, a lot of times we can become preoccupied with attaining more and maybe becoming greedy, hoarding, just really needing more and more and more and more and more. If it is spinning too slowly, A lot of times you're feeling really, really insecure, just not grounded. You don't feel present. You don't feel rooted. You're not sure where your next meal is coming from, or where you're going to lay your head, or if you have enough. You never feel like you have enough. And so we're trying to imagine that deep, dark, rich soil, that color, allowing us to feel grounded and sturdy and rooted. The next chakra is located beneath our belly. It's called our sacral chakra. It's related to your sacrum. They're both in the same area. It's represented by a deep color orange, and it is sort of the epicenter of your emotions. So this is the place where your reproductive organs are. It represents creativity, new life, new ideas, new perspectives. When it is in balance, you're going to feel passionate and sensual and fulfilled and creative and inspired. If it's spinning too quickly, a lot of times you can just sort of become over emotional. You can become very, very moody. You can be manipulative, or using your emotions to get what you need, get what you want. If it's spinning too slowly, it can make you feel rigid. It can make you feel emotionally detached. It can make you feel dull. It can make you feel that you just there's no new perspective, no new ideas. You just feel like you're sort of in the doldrums. And so we want to bring this to a space that is balanced. With your eyes closed, imagine that beautiful, warm, almost the color of a sunset, that warmth resting right under your belly and bringing you back into a space that is passionate and creative and sensual and emotionally stable. And then our next chakra is located above our belly. It's our solar plexus chakra. And so when you think solar, you're thinking the sun. It's our heat center. It's our core. It's the place from which we derive our strength. And so this chakra is represented by a golden yellow, like the sun. And when it's in balance, you feel confident, you feel courageous, you feel a deep sense of self, and you're ready to put into action the dreams that you have, the desires that you have. And so when this is spinning out of control, a lot of times you can use that fire and be too forceful, almost like a bully, and you are just forcing your way into things and being overconfident, cocky, arrogant. If it's spinning too slowly, you lack that sense of agency in your life. You are terrified that you're never going to be able to do anything. You lack self-confidence. You don't try. A lot of times depression is connected with this. And so we want to bring ourselves into a space that awakens that, but keeps it in a place of balance, so that we feel that confidence, we feel that courage, and we're ready to put action to our ideas. The next chakra is located in your heart space. It is represented by the most verdant, beautiful, deep color green. Imagine all the colors of the forest combined into one, all that life energy. And so because it's right in the center, some would say that this is our most important foundational chakra. It's the chakra that gives life to all the rest of our chakras, our grounded chakras and our more heady chakras. And so when we are in balance here, we feel that inner peace, we feel that love, we feel that goodness. You know when things feel good, when you can think of maybe your favorite person or animal, and you just feel that sense of happiness and calm come over you. Where there's pain or hurt, you can think of a person that is not your favorite, and or maybe somewhere where you have pain concerning another person or another individual, And that sort of feeling, that heaviness there, shows you that there's some imbalance there. So if it's spinning too quickly, a lot of times you wear your heart on your sleeve, you are constantly searching for love, and you need constantly the attention, the affection of other people, and you give your love away, sometimes too much, in excess, and without any responsibility. If it's spinning too slowly, you can feel very closed off, very cold-hearted, maybe spiteful or hateful. You're just very heavy and sullen. And so we're imagining, with your eyes closed, that deep green, almost like beautiful buds sprouting everywhere, growing and bringing new life, starting from your heart space and radiating out of that space. The next chakra is our throat chakra, represented in our throat, but also attached to our ear, nose, and throat. And it represents self-expression, being able to express your truth. And so when you feel grounded or balanced in this area, you honor what is true for you. You're able to listen to other people's points of view and not feel insecure that that's going to change your opinion, or there's only one way. If you're spinning too quickly in this area, sometimes you just always fly off at the mouth. You just have to say something. You're always expressing yourself. You're always showing out, almost to the point of offensiveness. Never listening to anybody else. It's just your way or the highway. If you are spinning too slowly in this area, a lot of times you have a hard time just expressing yourself in general, expressing your opinion, knowing your opinion, sharing your truth, knowing what your truth is. And a lot of times it's very easy to succumb to whatever anybody else says because you don't know how you feel. So we're imagining this color here is a beautiful blue, like an ocean blue. So you're imagining that beautiful ocean blue washing over your throat, clearing out other forms of expression that are not true for you, and giving you the fluidity of expression there. Our next chakra is located at your third eye. What is your third eye? It's the space in between your eyebrows. And what I tell my kids' classes are that when you close your first two eyes, it's everything that you see when your first two eyes are closed. So it's your dreams, it's your visions, your imagination, your intuition, your ability to conceive of new things. And so when this is in balance, you have all of those things. You feel that you can trust yourself. You feel inspired. When it's spinning too quickly, a lot of times our mind races. We become paranoid. We maybe think of a whole lot of things. We think of a whole lot of visions. We build our castles in the sky, but we don't put any legs to them. So maybe you're better at just thinking of ideas, but never actually putting them into practice. Or if it's spinning too slowly, you just don't feel inspired at all. You have a hard time dreaming, or you have trouble with your dreams, or migraines, or you don't trust your instincts or your intuition. You always feel sort of lost. And so we want to imagine in this section, it's an indigo, a sort of bluish purple. And we want to imagine that that deep, beautiful color is allowing clarity, peace in our mind, strength with our visions and our intuitions, so that we begin to trust ourselves and allow ourselves to move with our dreams. And our last one is our crown chakra. And so your crown is located at the top of your head, and it's where a lot of cultures believed that you were connected to source, whatever your source is, God, the universe, creator, divine, spirit, angels, spirit guides, your highest consciousness, the best version of yourself. So wherever you tap into, when this is in balance, wherever you tap into for that inspiration, there's that feeling of connectedness, and it's not represented by any color. it is represented by the most amazing, iridescent, sparkly, gorgeous, sort of indescribable mix of all colors and light together. And so when that's spinning off balance, a lot of times this is for people who are just overly spiritual or overly religious. Sometimes they speak in phrases where you're like, what are you even saying? Who even talks like that? Like, what are you saying? If it's spinning too slowly, you feel that there's no connection with anything outside of yourself. And maybe you have no desire or thought that there can be a better version of yourself or something to attain or a connection with spirit. And so we want to bring that into a sense of balance. You're imagining that your whole being is surrounded with those colors and finding that connection to source, which helps you to balance all the rest of your chakras. And so as we move through our practice today, we're going to see if we can do some movements that draw attention to the different chakras, but also at the end of practice, finding some poses that help us to experience balance in the body and maybe inspire balance in those chakras as well. So if you're ready, you can begin to bring awareness back to your body and breath, back to your fingertips and toes, gently awakening your body, maybe lifting hands up overhead, stretching long through your fingertips and toes, growing a little bit taller on your right side, lengthening, and then finding that same length on the left side, opening up into your practice today. Good. And then you can bend your knees and either keep your feet on the earth, or you can draw your knees in towards your belly, in towards your chest, and maybe you're rocking gently side to side, feeling that gentle massage along the belly, maybe pressing the knees away from you a bit, and rocking side to side or in a circle, feeling that openness in your knees, in your low back, in your belly. And then when you're ready, you can bring your feet back to the earth. So if you have a block with you, you can use a block, or this might be a really nice time to just use a pillow. Maybe move the pillow in half if you'd like it to be a little bit thicker. I'm going to grab my block here. And what we're going to do is we're going to bring it in between our knees and then bring your feet down to the earth again. So palms come down to your side. And so we're going to practice some diaphragmatic breathing. We're going to inhale, pull the breath in. I call it fluffy belly, where you just have a nice big fat belly with your inhale. And then on your exhale, you're going to contract the belly. So you're squeezing through the belly, connecting the belly, and then pressing it in towards spine. So inhale, fluffy belly, relaxing the breath. Exhale, contract the belly, so nice and strong through the belly, maybe even pressing it down a bit towards pelvic floor. One more breath in here. And exhale, contract the belly, squeeze, good. Next breath in, relaxed, fluffy belly. And then on your exhale, pull in through pelvic floor. So strong belly, and then also pull in through the pelvic floor. Inhale, fluffy belly. And on your exhale, contract the belly, pull in through pelvic floor. So that is the feeling of maybe a Kegel. It's a little further back than a Kegel, but you're still pulling up into the ribs here. Good. Breath in, relax the belly and your pelvic floor. Exhale, contract the belly and pelvic floor. So we're working on strength that you really can't see, but this is core strength. Good. Next breath in, relax your palms, relax your belly and pelvic floor. Exhale, contract the belly, pull in through pelvic floor and squeeze the block. Good, feeling that strength in the inner thighs. Breath in, relax all three. Exhale, contract all three. So we're building strength and fire in our pelvic bowl. That's everything from the belly to your inner thighs. Good, another breath in, relaxing, fluffy belly, relax your muscles. Exhale, contract belly, pull in through pelvic floor and squeeze at the knees one more time. Good. This time, when we inhale, relax through everything. Palms come flat to the earth alongside the body. And as you exhale, squeeze all three, ground into the earth through palms and feet and lift the hips. Good. Breath in, lower your belly down, relaxing through your muscles. Exhale, contract everything and lift. Press away, maybe squeeze through the bum just a bit. Breath in, relax down. And on your exhale, lift the hips and squeeze. If you normally interlace your palms underneath you here, you can. Breath in, we're staying right here. Press the knees away and lift through the hips as you exhale, keeping everything contracted. Good. One more breath in here. We're working on here. And exhale. We're working on, you can release your hands down. So what we're working on here is obviously the pelvic floor, which is your root. We're working on our sacral chakra, which is right under the belly. And also in that pose, we were working on our throat chakra when we lift and push away. So you can remove the block there and bring your knees in towards your chest. Maybe rocking gently side to side here again if that feels good. And then we're going to roll to, bring your hands out to a T and bring your knees rolled onto one side or the other. It doesn't matter which one. Just to counterbalance. Inhale, bring the knees back up to center. Exhale, let them drift over to the other side. Just feeling that nice, I can hear my back cracking, that nice opening. Breath, and especially with work that involves pelvic floor, root, exhale to the other side or your belly. It's nice to do these twists to open up again and find some balance. One more breath in here. Exhale to the other side. Good. Next breath in, bring the knees back into your chest, and you can start to rock forward and backward until you get to the top of your mat if that feels good, or you can roll to your side and then come up onto all fours. Good. So as we come into all fours, you can bring your palms right under your shoulders, knees come underneath your hips. We're going to drop the belly down, hips grow nice and tall behind you. And with your next inhale, we're going to lift the chest and chin, the gaze towards the sky. And on your exhale, round through your belly, round through your back, relax through your neck for cat. Inhale, lengthen out, open up long through the belly. Exhale, contract, pull the belly in, relaxing down as you press the earth away. Breath in, open up again. Exhale. Good. Next breath in, come back to a neutral spine. Good. And then we're going to bring the knees a little bit wider. We're going to bring the feet closer together behind you. And we're going to relax the palms down ahead of you. This is a great pose to work on your third eye by bringing your forehead down to a mat or maybe to a block if the floor is not available to you, if your head is dangling. So we'll take a breath in here and exhale. And another breath in and exhale. Good. One more breath in here. Exhale. Next breath in, come back onto all fours. Keep your knees nice and wide here. And remove your block. We're going to come into camel pose. So this is a really great pose. I know a lot of times for core, we think of stretching or strengthening and always doing core work here, which we do a lot through our practice. But in this moment, we're going to open up through the chest and through the belly. So this is great for your solar plexus chakra and also for opening up your heart space. So you can bring your palms into a fist and lean back a bit here, pressing into the low back as you relax down, opening up gently through the neck, through the throat, chin lifted. Or if it's in your practice and you'd like to, you can curl your toes under. Rest your palms onto your heels and gently open up through chest. This is a great throat opening chakra pose as well. Good. We'll take another breath in here. Good. One more inhale wherever you are. And on your exhale, bring chin to chest and walk the palms back onto all fours. Good. So we're going to draw our knees in together. Curl your toes under. You can keep your palms where they are, or they can come forward a couple of inches if you have longer arms. Strong belly as you inhale, lifting the hips up to the sky, coming into your down dog. And relax back into it. So as you relax, press the weight away from your wrists up towards your hips. Relax through your neck, around through your pelvic bone, and then just let the heels come down wherever they decide to. So you don't have to get your heels all the way to the ground unless that's available to you. Maybe you're walking your dog, bending one knee, lengthening through opposite heel. Maybe you're widening your dog and moving side to side here. Just opening up through the body. Good. We'll take another breath in here. And exhale down. Good. So this is also a really great pose for your crown. It helps to just relax out through your head and open up. So we've done poses now for each of our chakras. You're going to bring your feet together, bend the knees, and look forward with your inhale. And on your exhale, walk or step gently to the front of your mat to fold. Forward fold, your knees are bent to help you to find some groundedness through fingertips or palms. Relax through your head. This is also a really, really great pose for your crown. It helps to just let everything drain out, imagining all the cares and the concerns that you have, just releasing themselves onto the floor so that you come up lighter and freer. Take another breath in here. And exhale. Good. Next breath in. You're going to bring your palms to the bottoms of your knees, resting them on your shins. Draw the shoulders back, chest and chin come forward, and then your gaze comes right down at your feet. If you have longer palms, you can just let them rest somewhere lower on your shins or maybe even the floor. You just want to make sure that your shoulders are drawn back and you have that nice long line from tailbone or root all the way to your crown. Good. We'll take another breath in here. And exhale, come back into your forward fold. Good. On your next breath in, bend your knees as you stand tall. Lift the palms up high above you. And on your exhale, thumbs come down past your head, past your heart, and into Tadasana or mountain pose. Good. So as we come into our Tadasana, this is actually, so we're going to be starting with doing a little bit of balancing here, and we'll do more of it as we move on. This is a really great pose for balancing your chakras, getting everything aligned from your crown all the way down. So we're going to start root to rise. We're going to start bringing our feet comfortably apart, maybe hip width apart or a little bit more narrow. Weight goes into the heels, toes are nice and light. We want to bring that weight back to help us feel sturdy and secure behind us. So it doesn't feel like the weight of the world is resting on us. We're free and open to move. We're going to lift through our knees so that you can feel that strength, like the strength growing from the roots of the tree up the trunk. Lifting, let that energy lift you up through your root chakra, up through your pelvic floor. Strength and strong through the belly. And let that belly come in towards your spine and press down. Feel that connection right here at solar plexus. Let that energy lift you through heart space, throat, through your third eye, and right out of your crown. So from root, pelvic floor, all the way to your crown. Shoulders lift up and roll back, palms face forward. We'll take a breath in here, feeling that alignment, feeling that balance, feeling that strength. Good, we'll take one more breath in here. I'm going to face the front of my mat. You can stay facing the front of yours. And exhale, we're going to start with our sun A's for today. Good, so with your inhales, we lift the palms up to the sky to touch. Exhale, split your palms and float into your forward fold. Good. Breath in, halfway lift. Palms come onto your shins or your ankles. Exhale, step back into your plank. Feel that strength at center. Breath in, knees down, lift the toes, pull the chest forward. Exhale, lower down, elbows close to your body. Breath in, roll shoulders up and back. Exhale, back onto all fours, walk the palms back, right under the shoulders. Inhale, curl the toes under and lift up into your down dog. Exhale, stay right here. Good, we'll try that again. Breath in, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, walk or step to the front of your mat to fold. Breath in, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, hold. Breath in, stand tall, palms touch above you. Exhale, thumbs down past your head, your mind, past your heart, and back into Tadasana for some balance. Good. Inhale, hands together to touch. Exhale, split your palms and float into your forward fold. Good. Breath in, halfway lift. Exhale, come back into your plank. Inhale, knees down, lift the toes, pull the chest forward. Exhale, lower down. Breath in, little cobra, little bend in your low back. Exhale onto all fours, walk the palms back. Inhale, curl the toes under and come into down dog. Exhale, relax. Breath in, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, walk or step to the front of the mat to fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthening. Exhale, fold. Breath in, sweep your palms up to the sky. We're going to do the balanced Tadasana again. Exhale, thumbs down past your head, past your heart, and into Tadasana. One more time. Breath in, lift up, gather all the things you're thankful for. Exhale, split the palms and float into your forward fold. Gratitude is a wonderful way to balance your chakras. Inhale, halfway lift, shoulders draw back. Exhale, step back into your plank. With control, with gentleness. Breath in, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, lower. Breath in, draw the shoulders up and back. Exhale, back onto all fours. Inhale, up into your down dog. Exhale, relax here. Good. Breath in, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, walk or step to the front of your mat to fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Good. Breath in, sweep your palms up to the sky. Try that one more time. Just the Tadasana. Exhale, thumbs down past your head, past your heart, and into Tadasana or mountain pose. Good, so I'm going to face you here so that you can see me a little bit better. We're going to be working on a little bit of balance today, again to try to balance our chakras. So we're going to start off in tree, which is a classic pose that I think most people attribute to yoga. But today we're working on tree to help us find some rootedness, all from roots all the way to the crown. So we're going to start off by bringing our hands to our waist. We're grounding through our left foot and bringing the right toes over to rest right here on the left ankle. You can stay right here, or you can keep a nice bend in this left knee. Bring your right foot up to press against the left calf. So when you do this, make sure that your right foot is pressing into the left calf and left calf is also pressing back against the foot to create a little tension, a little dynamic tension. Or you can bring your right foot up to your inner thigh, still a little bend in that left knee. And then your palms can come to prayer at your chest depending on where you'd like to be. We'll take a breath in here. Maybe close your eyes for a little extra balance. Exhale. Good. This time we're going to inhale, palms up to the sky. And on your exhale, open up your palms. Tree is nice and wide. Good. Breath in, draw the palms back to center. Keep that knee bent on the left. Exhale, pull up through pelvic floor, strong belly as you come back down. Good. And then you're going to bring your left palm to your waist. Right palm is going to go onto your left palm onto the left waist, right palm onto the right knee. Keep this right foot flexed. You can stay right here, or you can use your pointer finger and middle finger to wrap around your big toe or the outside of your right foot and bring it out ahead of you. So it just depends on what's available to you, to your body frame, to your balance today. Good. One more breath in here. And on your exhale, open your right leg out to the right. So keep this right foot flexed for strength. Keep a little bend in that left knee. Again, if you'd like to grab onto the big toe or the outside of the foot, you can. Maybe you're bringing your left hand out to balance. Maybe your gaze comes over to the left. Maybe it doesn't. We'll take another breath in here. Find what's working for you. At this point in the practice, we're just playing, we're just having fun. But we're seeing if we can find some balance here. Good. Next breath in. Bring your right knee back into center. Hands come to prayer at your chest. And on your exhale, we're coming forward into warrior three. So I'm going to face this way just so you can see what I'm doing. We're going from here back. So a little bend in this left knee still. Bringing that right heel back and lifting. Good. If it feels good and you'd like to, you can bring your palms out ahead of you. It's up to you. Good. We'll take one more breath in here. Ooh. And exhale. Good. Next breath in. Lift your right knee back to center. And on your exhale, you come back into Tadasana. So we'll try it again. We're going to try the other side now. So bring your hands to your waist to find some stability. And then you're going to take your left foot to your right ankle, prop it up like a kickstand, or onto the calf, or onto your upper thigh. Remember, each side is different, and just pay attention. Notice, maybe you always have balance here, but today you don't. Or maybe today you have tons of balance, or you have it on one side. Be aware of those kind of things. It's informative. So we'll take a breath in here, hands together at your chest. And exhale. Good breath, and lift the palms up to the sky. And on your exhale, open your tree branches wide. This is always a fun one to do with kids too. They love working on balance. Inhale, bring hands together. I'm sure that means something. So there's a message there. And then on your exhale, bring your palms back to center at your heart space. Good. And then bring your right palm to your right waist. Bring the left knee into center and hold on to it with your left palm. Keep that left foot flexed. Try to sit up as tall as you can through spine. Chest and chin come forward as you exhale, strong. Pull in through pelvic floor and belly. Good. One more breath in here. Little bend in that right knee. And as you exhale, you bring your left knee out to the side. Remember, you can always lift up through your left foot again. Palm comes out to the side if you'd like. That's up to you. It just depends on where you are today, what feels good. We'll take another breath in here. And then as you exhale, bring your left knee back to center. Good. Inhale. Little bend in that right knee. Palms come to prayer at your chest. And as you exhale, send your left heel back, coming down to warrior 3 on your left side. Good, I'm going to show you on this side what we're doing. Keep your breath relaxed. If it feels good, maybe you're bringing hands out overhead. We'll take another breath in here. Exhale. Next breath, bring palms to prayer at your chest. Lift through left knee. Exhale, Tadasana. Good. So we'll take one more breath here in Tadasana. You can shake out your legs a little bit. Sometimes you find strength in your arches and heels that you did not even know you could find strength in when you're doing balancing poses. Good. And then we're going to take our hands up to above us into upward salute with an inhale. Exhale, hands come down past your head, past your heart. We're going to come all the way into forward fold. So keep a nice bend in your knees again. You can still face the front of your mat. Again, this is a really great pose for balancing out your chakras. Relaxing the head and heart space down. In this really beautiful, easy inversion. Maybe you're swaying gently side to side here, kind of gently shaking things up a little bit and moving around so that you can release even more. Good, and then you can move your palms forward just a bit, just so that you can come down onto your knees. Then we're going to just sit back behind us. So we're coming into some more balancing poses, but seated, so that you can feel a little bit more relaxed. This is called Baddha Konasana. It means bound angle pose, not angle, like these are in sharp angles. And you can rest right here. Maybe you want to bring your fingertips or palms out overhead if you'd like to open up a little bit more through your outer hips. Maybe you have a lot of space that you'd like to find and you're coming down onto your elbows to find that space. If you'd like to stay at the top, what you can do is start to massage through your arches. And so this is a really, really wonderful place to massage, especially if you've studied any sort of reflexology through the feet. This is sort of the center of where it would be equivalent to here. And so just like this heart space, it radiates calm from the arch all the way through the rest of your being. So maybe you stay here and do that, or sometimes what I like to do is bring my fingers in between my toes like this, and maybe even scrunch your feet a little bit, and it just helps to open up through the toes in a really nice way and relieve tension and tightness from a place where, I mean, we give our feet such a beating every day, whether you're sitting or standing. So it's nice to give back and just help to bring some balance there. We'll take another breath in here. And then with your next breath, you can still face the front of the mat. I'm just going to face the front of mine so I can show you what we're going to do. We're just walking ourselves back. I'm going to take my blocks with me, and I'll tell you why in a second. We're going to walk ourselves back into Supta Baddha Konasana. So Supta just means laying back and relaxing. And so you're keeping your knees nice and wide here. If you would like to, if you have any issues going on with your inner thighs, your hip flexors, I know I had an injury last year and I couldn't do this pose because I needed some support under my knees for about 9 months. So if that doesn't feel good, use some bolsters, pillows, blocks, anything, books, just to help to make sure that all these poses feel really, really good. Remember, nothing in yoga should ever hurt. Everything should always feel really, really good. So when you're here, you can either have palms facing up or down to your side. You can have them up overhead in full surrender, or if you'd like, you can bring your thumbs and pointer fingers together like a triangle, like Hove. And you bring your palms down under your belly and just allow yourself to feel that warmth, that energy connecting you to this space where you have your reproductive organs. So if you feel like you would like some new ideas, some new creativity, some new perspectives on different situations or on life in general, you bring your palms here, bring your attention, draw your attention to that space. And imagine that beautiful sunset orange creating new ideas, new energy, new ways of doing things, new normals right here. Take a couple more breaths here. And then you can relax out of the pose even more. Remove blocks if you have them. And then I'm going to grab my bolster. You can grab a bolster. You can grab pillows. You can grab some blankets. Fold them up underneath you. Or you don't actually even need it. And I'm going to show you. So what we're doing is coming into an inversion called legs up against the wall. You don't actually have to have your legs up against the wall. But it mimics that same movement. And so this is really good if you're suffering from insomnia or you can't sleep or you have restless leg syndrome, or if you're having any sort of menstruation issues, menopause issues. This is really, really good for your low back and for helping you to sleep. So you can stay right here like this, or you can bring your feet to the ground, lift up just like we did in our bridge pose, scoot your bolster right underneath you, and then lift up. And once you're here, you can either stay here again, maybe you're a more grounded person. I'm like the wind, I'm a Libra, so my things are always just sort of moving. So you can stay here, or if you'd like, maybe you're opening through, coming into straddle, maybe you're coming into left or right foot facing splits. Maybe you are bending your knees out to your sides, coming into a version of happy baby. Maybe feet come together and you're gently bringing them forward for a nice low back opening. Just find what works for you here. We'll take a couple of moments here. This is a really great way to balance your chakras, especially because it's an inversion. It helps everything, the energy from constantly going down to reversing it a little bit and letting that energy flow back. So it's a really great way to bring that sense of balance. Just allowing ourselves to take a few more moments to get rid of any other stagnant energy that we might have stuck in the body. When I say stagnant energy, I'm talking about through the chakras. It just helps us to sort of move it along. Good. We'll take one more breath here. Feet can come back up against the wall. And then when you're ready, you can either roll forward and backward to come off of your bolster, or you can ground through your feet, remove your bolster. I like to keep my bolster for my Shavasana right under my knees or under my ankles, so that's up to you. I have a curve in my back, so it helps to ground through when I do that. And this is also one of the best ways to ground and to balance your chakras. It brings a perfect alignment from your root all the way to your crown. We're going to relax down through the hands and head again, through our chest and heart space, our belly, through our hips and legs, and again down through our heels, our feet, our ankles, our toes. And with your inhales, you're imagining that you're finding balance in your root, that deep red, that you're bringing your emotions, that orange color under your belly, back into alignment, that you're bringing your core, your strength, your yellow fire center into a state that is calm and balanced. You're bringing your heart space, that green life energy, into a state of peace. Your throat chakra is balanced. That ocean blue allows you to share your truth and listen. Your third eye is finding that intuition. You're finding that dark blue, that purple, that deep clarity. And your crown is experiencing oneness and connection with your source. And there's nothing hindering that. And with every breath, you're allowing more balance, more peace to fill your entire being. And with every exhale, you're breathing out all the stagnant energy, all the things that keep you off balance. Stay here for a few more moments. pause the video here. Stay right here for as long as you'd like. Or if you're ready and it feels good, you can start bringing awareness back to your fingertips and toes, back to your body and breath, back to your day, back to your practice. Lengthening hands up overhead, reaching through fingertips and toes. And then relaxing back down into your Shavasana for a few more moments. Or you can always roll to your right side, coming into fetal position for a few more moments if that feels good. If you're ready, you can begin to gently make your way back to center, maybe pressing into the earth with your left palm and lifting up. But take your time, there's no rush. And we're coming back into easy pose when you're ready. Another really wonderful way balancing. This is usually a posture that we take for meditation, and you're balancing from your root all the way to your crown, and from the crown all the way back down to your root. And so we can take our hands to prayer at our heart center tonight, or today, this morning, wherever you are. We're drawing attention, we're bringing awareness to the center of our chakras, the root of our chakras, the wellspring from which all other chakras gain balance, life, peace. It all starts with our heart. And we're bringing that awareness, that peace, that beautiful green, lifey energy to help our heart begin to grow, to soften, or to strengthen, so that the rest of our chakras follow suit. We'll stay here for a couple more breaths. And then we'll bring hands to prayer at your third eye, then back to your heart space as we bow and say Namaste.